So after reading the article, um, I have a really hard time agreeing or disagreeing with the statement. Delaying children's entry into school and or segregating them into extra year classes actually labels children as a failure at the outset of their school experiences. So for me, depending on the student and their situation, that's what would really determine whether or not I agree with the statement. In my opinion, a student could be labeled as a failure if they are redshirted since they were unable to complete the grade, but they could also, be labeled as a failure if they were not redshirted. Like, what if they went into the next grade and struggled to learn the material? Like, they could be labeled as a failure there by, their fellow peers or even themselves. Um, so there are many reasons that a student might be held back. With that being said, we need to look at each student individually and determine whether the right decision for that specific student is to redshirt them or not. And that can then help us determine whether or not the child is labeled as a failure or not. I feel the role as a preschool teacher in determining whether or not a child should be academically redshirted is to first help the parents understand what is expected of their child, or why they might be redshirted, or what they could do to help prevent their child from being redshirted. And also, like, as a preschool teacher, you need to let the parents be a part of this decision. They should have a say in it as well. The other thing to do as a preschool student is I need to see how the child is in the classroom. Are they ready to learn? Do they have the skills that allow them to learn the materials? If not, then they're not going to be successful, and that would be a good reason to redshirt them. Um, so overall, I think that this is something that the parents need to be involved in. Like, that as a preschool teacher, I need to involve the parents as well as, like, the other, like, administrators and whatnot. And we all need to come together and decide whether or not it's the best decision for this child or not.